Foxglove friends, welcome to today's reading. I'm Rosalind and this is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance, and today the question is, what is this situation doing for you? Now before we get into that, I just want to share that I am going to be showcasing this new tarot deck today. And this tarot deck is absolutely amazing. It's been designed and created by my good friend Amy Freilich, who lives in Madison, Wisconsin. And what she's done is she's created and designed a deck in which she's taken real life animals that she knows, real life dogs who've been through difficult situations. And if you purchase this deck, not only are you getting something amazing, which you'll see as we go through the tarot readings, but you'll also be giving $20 of the proceeds towards any animal shelter or any animal charity that you choose. So for each of these, you can see there's a rescue centre written on the bottom. So this one's Save the Dogs in Bosnia. This one's the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. So each of these dogs are real and live in real life, and the stories in the tarot book that goes with it. So she's written the explanations of what each card means, about the story that the dog on this card, that the dog on each card has gone through. It's absolutely beautiful and gorgeous, and I hope you'll love it as we go through the readings today. The Etsy link, if you want to buy this pack, is in the description. On each back of each card is a QR code that takes you to the stories of the dogs and where they've come from. And then on the front is a QR code that takes you to the relevant rescue centre or charity. So they're absolutely brilliant. So the timestamps are in the description as always. Pile 1 is the 9 of Cups. Pile 2 is the 3 of Wands. And pile 4 is the Knight of Pentacles. So just take a few deep breaths and allow which one is shouting out to you for what is this situation doing for you. Hello pile 1, welcome to today's reading. So you have chosen the 9 of Cups. Now this is a lovely card. I love the fact that this dog looks like it's getting married, like it's got a wedding dress on and it's ready to blow the dandelion clock and to make its wish. And quite often the 9 of Cups is about wishes coming true. So we've got desire, indulgence, abundance, fulfillment and gratitude shown at the bottom of the card here. Now I'm just going to pop this card here and we shall have a look at what has been happening for you. We'll have a look at what's been going on so that we can see what this situation is doing for you. Because quite often we feel like things happen to us in life, but it's always a case that there's something happening for you, whether it's good or bad. So whether it's soul lessons or soul fulfillment. Right, so what has been happening for pile 1, please? 5 of Pentacles. So we've got adversity, trauma, discovery, support, survival. Okay, so you might have been in survival mode at a certain point in your history. Spirit, what else has been going on? For pile 1, please. We've got the 9 of Swords, stress, anxiety, concern, overwhelm and struggle. What else? Can we tell us what this has been in relation to, please, pile 1? We've got the Devil card, which is the cat. Fear, negativity, darkness, tricky, divergent. And put this card just here. So I can obviously see, pile 1, that you've gone through a lot a lot that's been stressful, a lot that's been worrying. You've maybe had to face a lot of fears. You've maybe worried that, well, the survival element is there, so you've maybe felt like you've not got enough money to get through things. There's been a lot of stress. Let's have a look. Spirit, what has been going on for pile 1, please? Details, details, details. So you may have been like over-analysing things to try and figure out what's going on, to try and understand what direction to go in, just wanting for some clarity to come through about what you should do next. It does look like you've been through a tough time, Foxglove friends. And then we've got wide open in reverse. Just going to double check what that one says. I'm pretty sure that given wide open in reverse means that you've shut down a little bit. You might have emotionally pulled away from other people. Reversed, it says, envy, jealousy and possessiveness are the character flaws to be careful of at this time. You or someone else is closed off, unable to remain open to new ideas or intimacy. Heed the gentle warning that too tight a hold on what or who you love or what you aspire to will choke the life out of that which you desire. Open your heart and loosen your grip, for what is truly yours can never be withheld from you. If another is shutting you down, let that person be. Don't try to force a door or a mind to open. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to do several different scenarios for this, but if this is a situation in which it's a relationship aspect, so maybe a romantic relationship, friends, family, where somebody's pulled away from you. If you've got a nervous attachment style, it can, or abandonment issues in any way, it can be a great deal of despair, because you can have a lot of fear that it's going to end, or that it's no longer going to continue in the way that you want it to, or that you're maybe not going to get what you need out of this situation. Maybe you've gone through relationship issues and financial issues. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But quite often, sometimes what we need to do is we need to calm our own system down, ground and centre, and allow a bit of space and time. But when we become fearful, we tend to push at things. So what I often say is, if you're in this state of distress, or you're going through that now, just take a day even to stop thinking about all of it, to just maybe do something nice, do something creative, bake a cake, play some music, do something artistic, anything. And sometimes we don't always feel like all of those things, because if I get stressed, I end up stopping playing my violin. But I try to bring myself back to that, because it's those things that help to bring us back to the now and help us forget about worry of the future or in the past, so that we can actually be in the moment and remember the wholeness of who we are, pile 1. So let me see. So it might be a situation in which, you've had financial issues, um, and maybe that's a worry as well. And we'll get some advice about what's going on here. But if something is pushing at you and bringing up negative feelings and fears and concerns, just have a look at what it is that you feel that you're not getting, because it may be the case that you need to heal that element within you. So quite often scenarios will arise to help us to improve our level of self-value, or to heal something that's happened in the past that this is pushing on. And that is within you, because if you felt loved in general, then you wouldn't feel the fear of not being loved. If you were fully valued, you wouldn't feel the fear of not having enough. There's those elements. So there's plenty of people out there that you can work with. I'll put a link actually to someone who can actually help, but also you can work with me if you want to resolve those as a therapist, life coach, or we can do one-to-one spiritual readings. So let's have a look at what is this situation doing for you. Now it's interesting because you've got the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card. So something around this situation is actually helping your wishes to come true, which might seem a bit strange if you are in this distressing state. But we can't always see far ahead. Time to embrace change. Okay, so it's pushing you to make changes in your life that are going to bring you more happiness. So see how the sun is coming up on the horizon there. This is almost like opposing directions. So there's options and different things that you'll be able to choose during this time. So sometimes when we're really pushed emotionally, it's to ensure that we take action, and that relieves anxiety as well. If you can take action, that helps to relieve anxiety. What? Because it helps you to take control of something, and that's usually what your system is saying. Oh my goodness, I feel totally out of control of what's going on here. Trust your intuition. Okay, so this situation is teaching you that to go within. I love the fact that the sun is shining on this dog. So we're using the Goodest Doggies tarot deck, and then we've got the dog coming out here as well. To trust your intuition, we always know what's true within us. Once we've got past our ego self, and our ego self is usually all this fear and this worry, because it's kind of trying to keep us safe. So this is a time that it's important that you just take nice deep breaths, which will calm your nerves. It calms your nervous system so you can really hear the truth. Look, we've got another dog. Play with the waves. Okay, so as these things come at you, enjoy the experience of shifts and changes in life if you can, knowing that it's part of being alive. And also to have a bit more fun so that you lighten up. So if there's a difficult situation going on, maybe look for how you can lighten it up, how you can have more fun within it, how you can get yourself into a better mind space. But this is what it's doing for you. It's going to teach you how to be more resilient. It's going to teach you how to see, like the deep ocean. Water is often about emotions, and this dog's playing and swimming in it. It's not afraid of deep emotions. It's not afraid of, um, difficult times, because it still knows how to seek the best in life at this time. So I'm going to get you a bit of advice. Pile one. Spirit, can I have some advice for pile one? So this is what it's doing for you. It's teaching you how to find happiness in difficult situations, teaching you how to lighten up situations, teaching you to trust your intuition, and pushing you to make positive changes that are going to make your wishes come true. Can we have some advice for pile one, please, Spirit? Outcome. Okay, this is saying don't be attached to the outcome. And when we really, really, really want something, and we really, really get set on the outcome of how we think it's going to go, sometimes we lose our way a little bit. But at the same time, sometimes we have to get to a critical point that allows us to go, oh wow, this really isn't quite how I want it to be. What changes can I make to have what I do want? So this card asks you not to be too attached to a specific outcome. In any new situation, the possibilities are open-ended. Anything might happen. Try not to prescribe a fixed outcome within your mind, as this may limit your availability to access the infinite scope of possibilities sent to guide you in the best possible direction. Okay, I'm going to get you another advice card. Spirit, can I have another advice card for pile 1, please? Open the floodgates. Don't be afraid to acknowledge difficult emotions if they're there. Don't be afraid to cry or to talk about your fears, to take time out and sleep if you need to get over what's been going on. We often have fears about time, that we're running out of time in somewhere, that if we don't do something right in this very moment, then we're going to miss an opportunity and at the minute, given the stresses and strains that you're going through, it's important that you release the pressure on that by releasing that emotion somehow. So if you're frustrated, verbalize that. If you feel angry about something, say, I feel angry about this situation and about what's going on. And if you need to cry, allow yourself to do that. And if you can't do it on your own, because sometimes we need to have somebody to hold the space for us to do that, then seek out a trusted friend or a therapist or somebody who can help you. So it says if we are unable to acknowledge and talk about our feelings. Sorry, Luna had a release of pressure there and had a little bark. um, so, if we are unable to acknowledge and talk about our feelings, they stack up and build up like a pressure cooker waiting to blow, colouring our ability to see clearly. This card calls you to acknowledge your emotions and find a way to release them. Write down your thoughts and feelings, and if needed, reach out for professional help. So sometimes this includes exercise. If we go for a run or if we move our bodies with dance or even yoga might help. But kind of something that's a bit more cardio can help us to release some of that tension, to release some of that energy and emotion. Because when we go into these fears and worries and stresses about things, it pushes us into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn mode. So we want to be able to step out of that so that we can be back in alignment with our true selves, calm and relaxed, and able to objectively understand what's going on with compassion, so that we know what actions to take for ourselves and for the good of whoever's involved. Let's have a little look at what the potential outcomes of this situation are. So, what is actually coming in for pile 1, please? What is coming in for pile 1? 8 of Pentacles, hard work, education, accomplishments, focus. So you may find yourself retraining to do something or focusing on work, just to, yeah, that's what I want to say. Spirit, what else is coming in? I mean, the 8 of Pentacles tends to show that, financially things are going to get better because of the work that we're putting in. Ace of Pentacles, fortune, good omen, abundance, opportunity. So you may well get a job offer, or somebody may present you with a gift, or an opportunity is going to come up. Quite often, Ace of Pentacles can also be to do with the exchange of a contract somehow. So like when you get engaged and you give a ring, that is the Ace of Pentacles as well, because you've given something of financial value, something that's tangible to secure a contract between the two of you, a commitment. So that can be to do with weddings, or if you're buying a house maybe. Let's put that there. I'm going to have a look in the book so I can read you, because I'm showcasing these cards because they're so amazing. These are the Goodest Doggies tarot deck, and there's a link where you can buy these. A wonderful friend, Amy Freilich, has designed and made these. And then she's also done this wonderful book which has got the most beautiful readings in it. So let me just show you. The Ace of Pentacles. They say home is where your heart is, and that's true. What do you appreciate most when you pull up to your house after a long day? This is Charlotte can answer that question. In a heartbeat. It's seeing her smiling Sue in the window. That might be Sue, actually. Charlotte might be her owner. Whose kisses remind her of all she has to be thankful for. Take this moment to savour everything in your favour right now. Your good health, the good news you just got, your good friends, the goodest doggies. It says, goody good MC Goodison you are. And to top it all off, you're mastering all your manifestations right now. Your wish is your command, my dear. Each one is a new opportunity to go for it, wherever it is. So this ties in with the wishes coming through. Aren't they just the most beautiful readings? Let's have a look what else is coming up for you. What else is coming up for pile 1, please, in the future? Ace of Swords. Wow, how cool is that card? The designs on these cards are just absolutely brilliant. Breakthrough, newness, clarity, articulation. So, you know, you are going to start to understand. You're going to get this feeling of being distressed or anxious or things coming up for you that are worrying you. It's going to clear because you're going to understand what's going to going on, and you are going to get clarity about why this is happening for you. Foxglove friends, I'm going to get you one more card. Spirit, can I have one more card? For pile 1, please. Wood Dragon, you have the strength. So do know that you do have the strength to get through this situation. Things are going to get better, pile 1. The fear will pass, the tension will pass, the issue will pass, and you'll have, well, if it's work you're looking for, that is most definitely coming. If it's something tangible financially, or like I say, if a new house is coming or an engagement, things like that, if it's related to people, you are going to get clarity and understanding about what's going on, and this is going to be a successful endeavour in the end for you, because you will make the right choices during this process. So good luck to you, pile 1. If you liked this reading, please do press like and subscribe. If you want to look at buying this tarot deck, the Goodest Doggies tarot deck, then I have put the link in the description. And these really are wonderful cards. If you didn't see it in the introduction, there's a QR code on the back of them that tells you about all the different dogs. So each of these dogs is, well, and the cat, is a real life animal, and the proceeds that you, by buying this pack, $20 from the proceeds of that go to whichever animal shelter or charity that you request it to go to. And on the front of each of these is a QR code which takes you to a charity associated with each of these little doggies. And in the book you can read the descriptions, and they do talk personally about the dogs in real life and what they go through. So they're absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope to see you again in the future, Foxglove friends. Hello, Foxglove friends. Welcome to today's reading. You have picked pile 2, and we have got the 3 of Wands. So this says recovery, expansion, exploration, and adventure. And I love the fact that this little dog here has got its wings on and it's looking in the mirror, and it's got all these travel elements around it. So let's put that to the side and let's have a look at what's been going on for you, so that we can see what this situation is doing for you. So, Spirit, can we have some cards for pile 2 to show me what they have been going through, what's been happening for them? And I'm using the Goodest Doggies Tarot deck today, which has been designed by my lovely friend in Madison, Wisconsin, called Amy Freilich. And we'll see, you'll be able to see how wonderful these cards are. If you didn't see it in the introduction, each of these dogs is real. And when you buy this pack, $20 from the proceeds goes to whichever charity or animal shelter you choose. So it's a really, really wonderful thing to get this amazing pack and to be giving back to the beautiful animals that we love so much. So you've got the 5 of Swords. So we've got conflict, competition, skills, drive, ambition. So let's put that there. And the little QR code on the front there takes you to the relevant shelter or animal charity that the person who cares for this dog now has asked for it to go to. Spirit, what else has been going on for pile 2, please? We've got judgment, awakening, aspirations, transformation and progress. Wow. Okay. Spirit, what has been going on for pile 2, please? The Knight of Pentacles, which methodical, dependable, dedicated and diligent. Okie dokie. So you've obviously been going on through something that's been very challenging, and there's maybe been a fear of judgment, or you may have judged yourself quite a lot, but you've been working diligently towards something to achieve where you are now. It's interesting that we've got so we've got the Page of Swords, curiosity, intelligence, communication and confidence. Okie dokie, let's get you another card. What has been going on for pile 2, please? So this might have been quite an exciting time. Because we've got the expansion of the 3 of Wands, we've also got the recovery element. So it might be that you've been going through a challenging time health-wise, and you've had to work with different people to keep progressing through this process so that you can come out in a positive way. But it could be the fact that you're engaging in something where you're either going to travel or you're trying to open up your world and work towards something that you really, really want. We've got the Field of Dreams. So you might have been trying to make your wishes come true, whether that is gaining better health or making a project come to fruition. Oh, the Field of Dreams is absolutely lovely. So you might have been afraid of judgment as you've been going through this process, especially if it's something a bit unconventional. Let's have a look at what is this situation doing for you, Spirit. What has this situation? So you've taken an ambitious step to bring something new into being, whether it's a new version of you or a new project. I love this card because it reminds me of my brother. That person looks like my brother and he loves dogs. Spirit. What is this doing for pile 2, please? Queen of Pentacles. So hard work, nurture, safety, security, responsibility. So you might have been taking on new responsibility. I'm going to read what this is in the book, because the readings for these are absolutely wonderful. Just to give you a little example. Rachel Sylvester and the Sidewalk Specials crew are dog rescuers and community rapport builders. Instead of removing neglected animals, they provide medical care and educate owners, giving people living within this township the tools required to do better by the animals in their care. This level of leadership and advocacy nurtures the pup's needs, builds trust and strengthens bonds. Let this be a wake-up call to you right now. What bridges are you building? Who needs your help and how will you give it? Where will you focus your care and compassion? Reflecting on these questions and giving your most authentic answers will serve you as a guide when making responsible decisions moving forward. What you put out there will come back around. So you may have been trying to do something that's really, really positive for people or animals or something. You know, you may be trying to have a positive impact in the world. And this is what this is doing for you. It's allowing you to be seen. It's allowing you to do something that's good, to have positive impacts on other people or beings, Foxglove friends. So, a graceful state of movement. So it's also putting you in touch with that state of grace, is what I want to say. And that is the perfect, most beautiful place to be, in which you are very present, while in tune with your spiritual and intuitive aspects and the divine, but also being grounded in the moment. So it is really enabling you to take a leadership role in some sort of way in which you positively impact on the energies of other people, and that is what this situation is doing for you. Spirit, what else is this situation doing for pile 2, please? Earth pig, surrender to the moment. It's maybe teaching you to live in the moment, teaching you to go with the flow of things, teaching you to trust that you are doing the right thing, and trying not to control the outcome or the future or what's gone in the past, but allowing you to live very present, because you may need to keep doing things in the present. You may be needing to engage with other people in the present, because we've got a few people cards going on here. And be mindful of where you're at now so you know what actions to take. But also there's something here where I feel like you're being enabled to be in the stillness a little bit as well, to tune into your intuition, to keep considering where am I at now, what do I need to do, and trusting that the right things will come to you at the right time. There's a very beautiful energy to you, pal, too, in which it feels, how do I say, serene. There's a sereneness to you. There's a gentleness to your heart and a gentleness to your being, which feels very nurturing and kind as you try to make this all happen. I want to get some advice cards for you. Spirit, can I have some advice cards for pile 2, please? Can I have some advice cards for pile 2? Worth the wait. So you're working towards something. It might have been a bit of a struggle. It might have been, it might have triggered a few concerns about whether you're being judged or not. But it's definitely worth the wait. So be patient. Keep going at it. Is something or someone not moving forwards as fast as you would like? This card is here to reassure you. Hold fast. Be patient. The best things in life are worth waiting for. Let's get you another advice card. Spirit, what advice does pile 2 need to hear now? Let go gracefully. Something in your life is calling for you to let it go. Let go gracefully. Whatever has taken place in the past, it is time to move forwards, and letting go will make way for the new. Whether this is a person, a situation, an outdated thought or behaviour patterns, this card comes to assure you that new horizons are waiting for you. Now you can take that however you like, but what I will say is that quite often when we're doing something where we're trying to achieve our goals, when we're trying to bring something beautiful and brilliant into fruition, quite often there's a lot of inner work that needs to take place where we release old patterns. We maybe need to release old patterns of judgment towards ourselves, of concern about how things might happen, and to embrace the joy and wonder of who we are as individuals, to allow ourselves to be open. So just watch out for any patterns of self-criticism or any patterns where sometimes we need to step away from certain people, if just for a bit, even if they're pushing us into either a mentality of lack, um, or if they're kind of being competitive with us, or if they're putting us into the wrong energy as we're trying to achieve our dreams. Sometimes you just need some time out until so that you can really remain in the energy that is positive and that you want to for this scenario to happen, to come to fruition fully. So I feel like whatever you're going through, it's really enabling you to step up and to be recognized, and for you to shine your own light, and for you to kind of allow that uniqueness of who you are to come to the focus, to come to the forefront. Spirit, what other advice do we have for pile 2, please? Yeah, okay, allow yourself to receive. One of the greatest blocks in our ability to manifest our greatest desires is an inability to allow ourselves to receive. This card asks you to take some time to identify any inner beliefs, perceptions, and attitudes that stop you from receiving, and one by one remove these resistances. So that does tie in with letting go gracefully as well. I'm going to put that one I want to stick it in the middle. So, shall we have a look at what the outcome, the potential outcome is? So, what is the potential outcome for pile 2, please? If they keep continuing with this and having patience and recalibrating back to their intuition and to their soul self information. Empress, prosperity, abundance, luxury, safety, nurture. I'm going to read this one for you as well, because look at the fireworks going off in this card. So, oops, my earphone's about to fall out. There we go. So, you are in luck. Your good fortunes are popping off like fireworks, lighting up the sky. And just like Punky, this is the little dog, who got to live 17 years of her best life, you are not afraid of them at all. In fact, you feel safe for the first time in a long time. Cue the happy tears and high fives. Dance like everybody's watching because you've got the moves. Splurge on some self-care, like really splurge. Hug a mom, any mom will do. Celebrate the divine diva you are. Okay, that's gorgeous, isn't it? So this is what's coming in for you, pal 2. I mean, couldn't that just be more wonderful? And it feels very well deserved. The energy, like I was explaining within this reading, feels like it's really well deserved. So you are going to get to where you're trying to get to. Just need to give it more time. And you may have different elements that happen along the way, but don't give up. King of Swords, values, ethics, common decency, authority and fairness. So in what you're doing, you may be able, it might make you reconsider how you live in your life in certain ways, but it may also give you the opportunity to, have a positive impact and to reconsider how you live in your life, but have a positive impact on how other people live their lives. The King of Swords tends to be quite in the mind space, so you may find that you have a real strong balance between head in heaven and feet on earth, which is how we're meant to be. You'll find this balance between using your mental agility and the nurturing element of the Empress. Let's just see what else is coming for pile 2, please, Fox Spirit. Encouragement. So there's plenty of people around you who really want you to do well, but also this may be an opportunity for you to encourage other people. So once you achieve this brilliant goal, part of what's going on may be the fact that it will allow you to show other people how to follow their dreams, how to support them in making things come true that they really, really desire. That's a beautiful, beautiful card. I'm going to get one more card for you. Oh, the energy of this is just great because it shows, I can see the hard work that's going on for you as you're creating, whether it's a new business, a new project, a new way of living. And it's showing that it's going to be really balanced, and it's going to be a truly positive impact on the world that you get to that point. Yeah, okay, this is the final card. Live and love joyfully. So absolutely enjoy every single bit of this experience that you can. See how this horse is running through the woods or the forest because it's enjoying being alive. And that is part of what this scenario is going to do for you, to help you experience the joy of being alive and all the different things that you go through. So sometimes we can step out of life a bit. We can, be in our homes too much or not engaging with other people enough. This is going to bring you back out into the open somehow, even though it's in the trees. But it's going to bring you back into feeling aliveness, the joy of life. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for watching pile 2. I'm very excited for you. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe. And if you'd like to get a pack of the Goodest Doggy Tarot deck cards, the Etsy link is in my description. They're absolutely brilliant, and you're also giving back to the beautiful animals of the planet by giving $20 as part of the purchase of this deck to animal charities and animal sanctuaries of your choice. So it's absolutely brilliant. It's such a win-win. Take care. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye. Hello, Foxglove friends. So you have chosen pile 3, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And I love this card. I think I might have said earlier because it reminds me, I know I said it in another reading when it came up, it reminds me of my brother and how happy he is with his dogs. So we've got methodical, dependable, dedicated and diligent. So this may be an actual person who is somebody who's working quite diligently and steadily. Sometimes they can suggest that that's a bit boring, but actually it's somebody who's working very steadily towards what their goals are, and that can be the very best way to do things. But it might be relevant to you that you're working steadily towards something. So let's put this over here, and what we'll do is we'll have a little look at what has been going on with you so that we can see what this situation is doing for you, Foxglove friends. So for pile 3, Spirit, please can you advise what has been happening for pile 3 so we can have a little look at what's going on. Oh, God, look at how beautiful that is. So these cards are designed by my wonderful friend in Madison, Wisconsin. Her name is Amy Freilich, and she's designed these and written what's in the book. So you might have seen that in the introduction. You can buy these cards. I put the Etsy link on the description of this video, and if you do buy them, then $20 from the purchase of those cards goes to whichever animal shelter or animal charity that you want them to go to. So not only are you getting a fantastically gorgeous and unique tarot deck, you're also giving back to the beautiful animals that we love in the world, and each of these animals is real. So and this is Asheville, North Carolina, actually. Lovely. So, star, healing, purpose, rejuvenation, connect with nature. So that's the first one with what's been going on for you. Let me have a little look what else we've got, and we'll build a story and have a little look at what's going on for you. So, Hierophant, education, mentorship, traditions, reliability. Put that there. So, let's have a look. Three of Wands, recovery, expansion, exploration, adventure. What's been going on for pile 3, please? Wheel of Fortune, change, positivity, interconnectedness, and destiny. And let me get you one more. Oops. Spirit of the place in reverse. So I'm going to have a little look what that in reverse is. Let's just see, because sometimes that is very helpful, just to get the exactness of what's been going on for you, Foxglove friends. So this is, don't get entangled in details or desires that obscure the truth of your situation. Step back and ask yourself, what is the real nature of my inquiry? Even exquisitely seductive hidden agendas cannot conceal this. Trust your intuition. The spirit of place is whispering in your ear. You hold the power to tell the truth, first to yourself, then to the world. You can always distinguish between an essence that is true and one that is synthetic. Be honest with yourself and remain willing to let your situation be revealed for what it really is and not what you want it to be. An apple can't become an orange, just as a dog can never be a bird. Are you trying to change something or someone to suit your agenda? Only when you see things as they truly are will you find the real treasure. Okay, that's absolutely lovely. So this element here, well, let's look at all of it. So you may have been working through something diligently. If you have had a health issue where you've needed to recover, you might have worked with an institution in some way, so a hospital or doctors and things like that, to recover and bring positive changes into your life. And you might have needed to see the truth of where you were and where you actually are now, and how much this has actually helped and supported you, or what you actually need going forward. For other people, you may have had something to do with an educational institution or some sort of spiritual kind of institution, sometimes with religions or different bodies of spirituality. Something good has changed in your favour. So good things have happened and it's rejuvenated you in certain ways, but you've had to steadily work towards this. So whether it is, you might have gone on a journey, an inner journey, as you go through this process. So let's just have a look at, do we want to say any more about that? I feel like you're having a time where you're coming into a better phase. Pile through 3. There's a better phase. You've had to work with certain people in certain ways to get you here, to take you towards this better phase. And it's important for you to be honest with yourself now about how far you've come and about how much you've applied yourself to this process to get you to where you're going and to where you are now. Let's have a look at what this situation is doing for you. Spirit, what is this situation doing for pile 3, please? What is this situation doing for pile 3, please? Nature is your healer. So there's an element where, and I love the heart that is there, look. And this is looking really beautiful. So you've maybe needed to go through this process to allow some sort of healing within you, within a situation, to allow you to rejuvenate. I'm going to put that one there. What else has this situation been doing? You know, sometimes there's a secondary gain of what we're going through. So we think that something's happening and we don't realise what we've been given space and time to heal from. So you might have been working towards something diligently to allow yourself to shine more. And actually, by this, because the Knight of Pentacles can be quite a slower pace of whatever you've been going through, and maybe, you know, quite steady, but that has actually given you the time and space to heal, whether it's physically or whether it's emotionally and mentally. Sometimes we need that steadfast kind of approach to things. We can't be living in the adrenaline based aspect of rushing around and trying to do things and going at 1,000 miles all the time. And we don't always realise if we've had griefs in our life or had different things that have happened, we need quite a long time to recover from those things. So there may be like a secondary gain element to going through this process that's allowed you to take time out, allowed you to steadily be focused on something, just to give you a bit of time to heal in some sort of way, or perhaps things that you've found out with this Hierophant element have allowed you. You know, maybe there's been research or investigations or study in some way about how to change things or what you want to do with things that's allowed you to heal certain elements of who you are. Okay, what else? What else have we got, pile 3? What is this situation doing for pile 3, please? Oh, Phoenix rising from the ashes. Yeah, what a brilliant card. So it's going to allow you to rise again better than ever before. So this is the ties in with the Wheel of Fortune as well. Positive change. So you're going to be bigger and better in certain ways than ever before, so that you can start stepping out and shining in life again. And if you have had a tough time, this is showing that, you know, you can keep coming back in different ways, in new ways, in healed ways into the world. I love that card, it's so pretty. Spirit, what else is this situation doing for pile 3, please? Light and shadow, it's helping you. I mean, that's just gorgeous, isn't it? It's helping you to understand the different elements of who you are, to understand the nuances of life, that we go through darker times sometimes, but then the light always comes back. But also there's those elements within you, and not to you know, that nothing is bad or good really. It's more that it's different elements of how we live in the world, or different, you know, we talk about going into the shadow side of ourselves. So if we have a tough time, or there's fears or worries and things, that is just a part of our experience in this life, and it helps us to shift and change and learn and grow, so that then the light can come back in so that you can appreciate more than you've ever experienced ever before, so that you can start to see the reverence in the world, you know, that beautiful view, and look around you and allow yourself to be happy to be alive and to see the beauty in life and to see the varying elements of what we might consider as good and bad all make the beautiful tapestry of this wonderful experience in life. So I want to get you one of these cards as well. What is this situation doing for pile 3, please, Spirit? So we've got the Ace of Cups. So connection, creature comforts, compassion, creativity. And I'm going to read you this one out of this book because the readings in this book are just wonderful and very often related, well, pretty much always related to the dog that is shown in the picture, because each of the dogs in this picture of these cards is real. It's a real little doggy living in the world. So here you go. Can you feel the love tonight? Pulling this card is like unleashing the flow of Earth's most wholesome goodness, like you just want to smush Bodhi's stress out of his sweet face and sing silly songs to Fizz in your pocket. So I'm not sure which one's which, but this is Bodhi and Fitz. Sorry, I said that wrong. Your bananagram game is on point. Peel, peel. Oh my God, peel again. Peel. You're on a winning streak. Did a drive-through angel just pay for your drink? That promotion at work just went well through after all. What about the good news you've been waiting for? Makes sense. It makes sense why you've been all up in your feels about how awesome your life is. Because it is. Harvest all of these good omens, enjoy all of the opportunities that are presenting themselves to you. Wow, wow, triple, double wow for these cards. So not only are you going through the healing, not only are you going through the healing, and the rising up from the ashes and a new perspective on life, things are good. And that is what maybe this has led you to see, a new version of seeing life, a new version of appreciating life. So let me get some advice cards for you. Oops. Giving and receiving. Give and take is different to giving and receiving. Taking and receiving are not the same. When we take, whoever we take from may or may not have chosen to give. However, when we receive, choice and respect are an integral part of the exchange. Let go of any need to take and embrace the harmony of giving and receiving. So sometimes we have expectations of people, we have expectations of what we should get, and then we can kind of push to get those expectations from those person, and it can be down to the titles of people, so husband, wife, mother, father, child, daughter, son, friend. You know, those titles have an expectation around them for us, but if you aren't getting what you want from those people, be open to receiving it from elsewhere, because as I've found in the past, things come to you in unexpected ways. And even if you want to ask or put it out there that you need certain support or help, allow yourself to receive it from wherever it will come from, because you might be surprised. Sometimes it can come from strangers. But also be open to receiving the goodness that's coming in, because this is a good time for you, Foxglove friend. Let me get some more advice. Oops. Spirit. What advice have we got for pile 3? Take action now. So it's time to start ramping things up a bit. Time to start getting into the swim of life again. Time to start really moving a little bit faster than you've been doing maybe previously. To step out of the Knight of Pentacles energy, which is a slow, methodical pace, and maybe kind of start doing things that are a bit faster, and things that you've wanted to do, start saying yes to them. Believe in yourself. You are important. You are important. You are lovable. You are special. You are a unique and extraordinary person. Wherever you've come from, whatever has happened to you in the past, it is time to let go of any negative perceptions that you may carry about yourself. There's so much positivity in this reading about how great you are, about how great you need to see that your life is because you've come through things, and you're like a new version of yourself. So let go of what's gone before. And if there is any element of recovery physically, sometimes when we're well, we need to release that feeling that we're still ill. It can be quite hard if it's been a long time to step out of that feeling that we've got to be careful because we're not well or whatever. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But even if that's metaphorical, you know, if you've come out of a situation that's been difficult, or it's time to shake things up a bit now so that you can start really enjoying life just as you want to. I'm going to get you some outcome cards, Spirit. Can we have, look, I'm putting these in the wrong place. I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Well, I'll put that there. And put that up there. And create a bit of space. I don't know what I've done here. I'm going to put that there. Sorry, look, I've just... perhaps I didn't do this in any of the other packs, so maybe this is just for you. Maybe you need to shuffle things around a bit, and be willing to put things in the wrong place. Or put things in different places from what you've done before. So be willing to do things differently than you have done before. Spirit, what are the potential outcomes for Pile 3, please? Okay, so we've got Six of Swords, recovery, transition, therapy, emotions, change. So change is coming. And, you know, we've got the notion that you're recovering from something. So things are getting better and you're going to be in a better place, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally. That is coming. And I like the fact that there's all the friends around you. You've got support. You may have been a little bit distant for some reason for some people, and you might be able to start engaging in things, seeing people in ways that you couldn't before for some reason. So we've got the Ace of Swords. You are going to get, look, breakthrough, newness, clarity, articulation. You are going to get clarity and have clear focus, because a new day is dawning. A new day is literally dawning for you, Pile 3. King of Swords, values, ethics, common decency, authority and fairness. Now I think this tends to be about living in a new way. You know, we've got a different way of living coming up for you, in which you're going to be able to stand strong, to be able, we've got two swords here, which is very much about being able to use your mind to, and the agility of your mind to make decisions about how you want to live, how you want to be, how you want to go forward in life. Let me get one more of these cards. Goblins. Okay, it's important not to let the fears or worries about how things have been in the past to get on you. You know, don't get too stuck in your head about what's happened. In fact, these are all swords. I didn't realise that. So I would say don't get stuck too much in your head about how things are now, because things are, this has come about to show you things are good. Remember to tune into your heart space. Remember to have head in heaven, feet on earth. That balance of mind and heart and being present in the moment. So I feel like this is a bit of a transformational time for you, and you might find you go through different experiences with that, with clarity and a new life, but also thinking and being a bit hyper aware maybe because of how much you've been through. So don't let those goblins get to you, Foxglove friends, because they're not Well, goblins, they are real, but they're just there tugging on your mind and your heart, and well, tugging on your mind more than anything. I've got loads that have fallen out. Don't want all those because it's... Oh, do we? All right, let's do it quickly. Enjoy the waiting game, so you don't need to rush. Don't. This is kind of the final cards, just to align with your purpose. Okay, so we've got the 3, and redefine your boundaries. So you're coming into a new world, a new way of living, a new way of being, Foxglove friend. Don't rush, and just allow yourself to get back into calibration with who you are and how you want things to go forward in the future, so that you can start to redefine your boundaries with people. And that might be in some way opening back up to people, but it might be making sure that you stay in a good place going forward. So thank you so much for watching, Foxglove friends. If you do want to buy the Goodest Doggies Tarot deck, the Etsy connection link is in my description, so do feel free to click on that, and know that you're getting some beautifully amazing cards with a really fun interesting tarot description book, and you'll be giving $20 to the animal shelter or charity of your choice as part of the cost of buying this pack. It's absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please do like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the future.